What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of What Remains of Edith Finch. In the first part, we went over a couple of the different family members and kind of see their backstory of what happened to them. Apparently, very tragic demises that happened to all of them so far. We're going to go ahead and continue the game and kind of see what happened to the rest of the family and try to unravel whatever story mystery is going on within this home. And right now, it looks like we are actually going into the basement now, as I left off on part 1. So we're gonna see what's down here. I'm not looking forward to it because I hate basements. I want to play some pool.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Boy, this is my kind of workshop. I love woodworking and doing things like that. So this to me is a nice little area for me. Hey, it's the dragon. Is there anything in here for me to interact with?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Presents?
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Did this just turn into Fallout? What is this?
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Alvanos. What do I got here? Pea soup. Ugh.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
He built himself a bomb shelter? Just to live in?
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
What the heck, man? Sounds like it's a radio still going.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
What monster? What is attacking these
friendly.
people? Like, I'm so confused of what this monster is.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or
In
maybe
30 years, I
just
get
got
tired too.
of being afraid. been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Oh, it's a fake painting of the mountain, so he had something to look at. Oh.
I know it's out there somewhere.
I want to know what it is
Whatever
that they're
killed
talking
Barbara
about.
and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Did he just survive 30 years in a bunker just to walk
Walter
outside
died when I was 6.
and get ran over by a train?
I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
What is going on in this game, dude? Everyone has such a tragic story. This is like depressing.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
What the? Kind of bugged out on me there for a second. Okay, why is it... I'm going down there. What? Seriously? There we go. It was inverted controls. That's why it wouldn't let me do that. That was so weird.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Ugh.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Oh, I'm not gonna get ran over by a train too, am I?
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh my god. So this is her trying to just figure out what happened to her family, pretty much. And she said maybe two. There might be another relative that is still alive, but it looks like that she might be the last remaining person in this family. And she just wants to know what happened to them all. Alright.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
Know about your family.
And the history you're a part of.
I'm hoping we get to see what's out there flashing red.
Though to be
at some
honest, I
point.
feel as lost as you probably do right now.
More or less, probably.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness,
The music fits this so
any
well.
of it seems possible.
It's just a beautifully designed game.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Oh, this is going to get depressing so quick. This is going to get so sad so quick.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh my lord.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy and Derpy Jr.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
This is actually beautiful. Molly Finch, born December 11th, 1937, died December 13th, 1947. Calvin Finch, born April 25th, 1950, died September 23rd, 1961. Sven Finch, born June 17th, 1915, died August 26th, 1964. Edie Finch, born April 8th, 1917, died December 5th, 2010. She was almost 100 years old. What is that? Oh, that's beautiful. Do all these have... nope. Do all these have something like that? No, just the one. Walter Finch, born August 26, 1952, died March 31st, 2005. And then Barbara Finch, born October 31st, 1944, died October 31st, 1960. She died on her birthday? Dude. This design right here for, as creepy as it is for a family cemetery to be in your backyard, this is a beautiful design for this. The music is incredibly fitting for this too. It's just absolutely beautiful. Little eerie, but beautiful.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
This is her father.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Wait, is that what that is?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
It was that close to making it to land.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory Finch, Sam Finch, and Gus Finch.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Milton Finch, Sanjeev Kumar, and Louis Finch.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Dude, this is hard.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Wait. That's why you said maybe 2 of us.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
But talk about a place to start grilling and having a fire.
They were both pretty intense.
Okay, the atmosphere just changed really quick here.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
That mustache, though.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
What am I supposed to take a picture of here? There we go. Nope, maybe not. I don't know, I'm supposed to take a picture of.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Ah, here we go.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
There we go.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Oh.
Great shot, Don!
Oh my god!
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
She does not look okay that she just shot at you. Oh. Oh, what the? I'm
Sorry,
coming!
Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just
Oh,
focus on
no.
the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
I don't know if I would have kept that photo!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Holy crap. Oh, I didn't see that one coming at all. United States Marine, Sam. Oh, he was one of the ones I saw back there. I didn't look. Oh, here we go. 1958 to 1983 is when he passed. Man. That's not a great way
Instead
to
of
go.
hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
let's see here. Hello. Not exactly sure where I need to go now, unless I go back outside, maybe? Ah, no, I do go through here. Man, there's a lot of asbestos up here.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Divorce contract.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. Love, Sam.
I had to put my controller down for a second. That dude. Oh my god. This is some real stuff, man. Like, this is actually, like, real. Dude, they... Oh. I don't even know what to say to that. It's just... incredibly sad. Oh, I just got so depressed all of a sudden.
I can't imagine.
Oh, that seems obvious.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Well, this is a nice little area.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, that was the other grave out there. Ah, there we go.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while,
She had her own
things were
classroom?
good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Milton, 1992. Huh. What if that's a clue for like a door that we need to find at some point? The piano in the background is beautiful. This whole game has just been beautiful so far.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Okay, there has to be some kind of clue or something in that.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Like, there has to be some kind of area where he's at that he was hiding in.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
I feel like I'm supposed to, like, see something from here, but I don't know what. Up we go.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think
Is that a
Louis blamed
boat?
himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, that's high up. Oh, here we go.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
What is that?
wander.
Oh. What?
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
This is...
And things that have not names.
They try to control both of these at once.
He
It's
knew
like...
it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
This is so
Like a whole
cool the
new
way
Lewis.
they're doing this.
So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new
Puppy!
friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
What
no longer
is
spoke at the
going
cannery.
on?
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
Missouri?
He started drifting away from our reality.
Okay, this is much harder to control now.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her silver harp.
This is incredibly beautiful, the way that they are doing this. I've never seen a game like this before.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh, why did I get 3?
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I'm hoping that's fish and not.
He began to forget the world we know.
Oh my.
I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Whoa. I got a giant cat! Oh yeah.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
I gonna get guillotined?
There was only one thing left to do.
That's a guillotine.
Then down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Dude.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Wow. Wow. Dude, I don't even know what to say in this, like... Wow. This has been... I don't even have words for this game. It's a beautiful game talking about real world issues, and it's just absolutely incredible the way that they're doing the storytelling and the narration of this. But as of right now, I'm actually going to cut this one as a part 2. I will go ahead and do a part 3 because I'm enjoying this. This is an extremely different game than what I'm used to playing, and I am loving every single bit of this. But until next time, I hope you have enjoyed watching this as well. If you like this kind of game or want me to do any kind of other games like this, go ahead and leave a like down below and comment what other kind of games you want to see me play. Rather, it's something like this or something like some of the other videos that I've posted before. But until next time, I hope you all have a blessed one, and until next time, I'll talk to y'all later.